Hey, thanks for joining the channel, folks. A little something different today. Today I am assembling the Bali Outdoors 30-inch slate table gas fire pit. So my partner in crime decided that she wanted one of these, so picked it up last night, and I thought that I would come out and get this assembled for her so she can use it possibly tonight when she comes back from a hectic day of cleaning out a house that she intends on selling. So I got Mr. Tucker over here who thinks he's going to jump in the truck every time I open the door, but I set this table up so I could put all my stuff and close the truck up so he doesn't jump in the passenger seat every time I turn around. So it's a nice day, it's cool. Might even cut the grass, I don't know yet. Looking at the parts, is basically pretty easy stuff. They give you a building time of 30 to 45 minutes or whatever, but I'm not in a rush, so I'm not going to try to rush. So I just thought I'd make a video, and if you guys are interested in 30-inch gas fire pit, here it is. It's pretty nice when it's built. This is the box it comes in. Not super heavy. I don't know what the actual weight of it is, but I could actually pick it up, even with my bad shoulders. So I don't know a price of it. You'd have to look that up. But that's the Bali Outdoors 30-inch slate tabletop gas fire pit. So, all right. Right now I've got the top of the pit on this table, and I'm just actually getting ready to assemble the injection pipe, which is this piece right here. So I need 4 of these. So I learned a lot of these little tricks over the years, like putting the screws in something like this, so they're accessible without falling, and if you drop something it doesn't break and you got glass all over. So guys at the shop always do this. Clay uses magnetic little dishes that are pretty cool, but that's what I grabbed out of the kitchen, and that's what I'm using. So I'm just going to listen to my music and do my thing, and then I don't know how long the batteries are going to last, but at least we'll start it together. So the basic tools, they said it needs a Phillip head. It's going to be the one that I need to dig out of here. I'm trying to think that I have one easily more accessible, but nope. I'm just going to go ahead and grab one of my good ones out of the bottom of this toolbox. Of course, how many will I grab before I get to one that I actually want? Nope, look at that shit. Nope. Look. If I tried to do that for $1 million, you think I could be able to pull one of those out if I wanted a flathead? No. There we go. She looks like she'll be pretty good. So I'll take that one. And we have a bigger one. I feel like I left some tools somewhere. I don't know, but maybe I didn't. I got plenty of stuff, so as far as for a basic toolbox, and I think I got some tools on the inside of the house too. So anyways, that should do it. And I'll leave one of these out just for shits and giggles. Short flat head. Thank you, Mr. Tucker, for finding that for me. There we go. There we go. Over here. A little over here. After this thing, I might need some of this Advil. Okay. Gloves. Put you back here. So I don't have model in hand, so actually I'm starting to get the early stages of arthritis, which I'm not surprised. This hand's been broken so many times. So 3 surgeries on it, I guess. So anyways, as you get old, it seems like everything just becomes harder to use. So alright, so this is basically the burning assembly, or injection pipe burner, I guess they call it. So just going to take 4 of these little puppies, You know, I'm not super mechanically inclined, and this isn't going to go together like maybe some of you other guys would go like, wow, man, you're slow. But we're just going to take our time. I don't build stuff every day. I'm really more of a computer guy now than anything else, but you know, just I guess the most important thing is, you know, reading the directions. And of course, you got to have some reading comprehension. When I was a kid growing up, you know, it's funny, I was talking to my counselor about this last week, and I don't know how we got on the topic, but when I first walked into his office many years ago, you know, I was a lot more immature, and I was pretty screwed up. I just didn't realize it, you know, you just think that when you're in that shit, that's the norm and that's how it is. But as I became friendly with him in a certain kind of way, I was reading all the time, but I probably read hundreds, if not thousands of books, and because my lack of reading comprehension and my ability to actually pronounce certain words and even take the time to look them up, I had a really limited vocabulary. So there was probably lots of books I read that I probably didn't even quite understand the meaning, just because, you know, I didn't understand the meaning, even though I was going to the library as a kid all the time and reading all kinds of books that I was interested in. So at one of the meetings, I was telling my counselor, oh my God, I got this book. It's amazing, it's phenomenal, it's, you know, it's just so interesting. So he wanted to know what it was. And I said, well, I'll do you one better. I said, I'll bring it. You know, I'll bring it to you so you can actually read it. So I did, and as the years went on, you know, he was my counselor for a long time, and we were talking about our first visits, and they were pretty rough. But on one occasion, he said, you know, he admitted that, you know, after being all excited about this book that I was all excited about, and then finally getting his hands on it after I gave it to him, he took the book home and, man, I feel like Donald Trump, but, you know, he's a pretty smart guy, and he wasn't saying it to be cruel. He was, you know, we have a very honest and open relationship, and he just basically said, you know, when I got the book home, I read through it pretty fast. It was like 8th grade reading, and I had kind of said to him that I was struggling with that book. So for years, we've not only worked on my mental health, we've worked on, you know, as far as a counselor, we've tried to work on helping me improve my vocabulary, my reading comprehension, along with many other things. I mean, it's amazing that you can enjoy a book so much more when you actually understand what you're reading and when you take the time to look up the words you don't understand. As you read more and more and more, sometimes you can figure out what the author is trying to share with you just by reading over the paragraph over and over. And then you kind of get, okay, this is what he's talking about.